Yeah, I should probably wait till I finish the sweet that's in my mouth, but what can we do and say? When a video opportunity presents itself, who am I to say no? Look man, I just got you guys in my heart. It's like I'm always thinking about you. Look at my setup. Not the neatest or tidiest, is it? Anyway, let's not beat about the bush. So a customer's saying to me, he thinks his brake pads are squeaking, he thinks they're worn. I might as well get them changed at the same time as everything else, because as you can see, shout out to Euros for the hookup. We're going to be replacing more than just brake pads. Brake pads is part of it. I thought to myself, let me help out my customers and my non-customers, and I'll show you how and what we use to determine if you need to replace your brake pads. Usually this is aside from any complications. Yeah, this is our brake pad measuring tool. This is usually where this little part here, this is the thickness. This is usually the size of a new brake pad. Obviously I've got some new ones in that blue box in the bag, so I'll be able to show you that. And then obviously this will be this red part here, that's your dangerous area. When your brake pads are wearing this thin, the next stage after that will be metal against metal, and then that's when you can damage the disc. To use a tool like this, it's quite simply, I'll give you a little breakdown of the brake pad when it's out, I guess, and I'll show you the two different parts and the parts that you're measuring. But if you've got an alloy wheel like this, you can easily use a tool like this. You just go through the holes in the wheel. If I'm looking at that now, I'm already guessing that it's going to be about 8mm. That's on the green. We wouldn't usually recommend replacing brake pads when they're that thick. So if you look at that spring, then there's like a layer behind the spring. Let me get the screwdriver to point it out to you. It's like there's two layers, isn't there? Let's see if I can get one of these and then I'll point it out to you. So you've got the spring there, then you've got the backing plate of the brake pad, then you've got the meat of the brake pad, which is there, and then you've got the brake disc. Obviously the brake disc goes around with the wheel, and the brake pad, you have one on each side. As you can see, they're virtually they're met. They're basically touching the disc. There's less than a millimeter gap between the disc and the pad. When you press your brake pedal, this and one exactly similar on the other side of the disc will squeeze this disc and prevent it from going round. Obviously, as that happens over time, this part here, this little meaty part, that wears away. When you lose that now, this is, I don't know, it's some type of composite. I think it used to be asbestos, so it's an asbestos replacement. I'm not sure exactly what it is. This wears. This part here, this is metal. This doesn't wear. If you let all of this part of all of the meaty part of the brake pad wear off, then the same motion will happen when you press the brake pedal, only that it'll be this part now, metal against the metal disc. Obviously at high speeds and whatnot, the metal of the brake pad will destroy the metal of the disc, and usually that'll be followed by a grinding or crunching noise when you press your brake pedals. Like I said, that's probably going to be about 8mm. This tool's not too expensive. I'm sure you can get one from most of your auto accessory stores. So there's your 8mm. That's a 10mm, and then that's a 12mm. So what you're aiming to do, just that little part of the pad that I was pointing out, you're just going to slip that in the gap of the wheel, and you're basically going to see which one fits. It's obvious the 10mm is not going to fit, and this one just almost fits. Not sure if you can see that. If it was to focus your business. So you can see that's just about fitting in that gap. Yeah, I can't turn it. Just about. if I do a smaller one, for example, let's go 6mm. You can see a lot more play now, can't you? Can you see that? This thing will focus on the right thing. And you see the difference. Yeah, we've got focus. That's the 6mm. You can see the gap. Yeah. And you can see that's how we this is the tool we use to measure your brake pad. So when you're unsure next time, just grab yourself a little tool, especially if you've got wheels like this. If you haven't got wheels like this, you've got steel wheel or no access to it, just pull off the wheel. It's even easier to measure with the wheel up. That's probably what I should have done, and that's what I will do. But yeah, I hope that's helpful.